Q87s Jam, my guest today, someone I've seen grow within the music, definitely someone who works hard at his craft, he raps, makes beats, and he supports Arsenal. You get me?
Come on, brother. Yes, my brother.
SMOOTHVEE.
Love, my bro. Pleasure to be here, you know what I mean? Pleasure to be here, bro. Good, bro. Come on, bro. Legendary. This is legendary, you know that.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the show, my guy.
Thanks
What's
for
been
having me,
going on,
man.
though, man?
There, bro. Literally active. Music, bro. You know.
How was lockdown treating you, though?
You know what? It sounds wild, but I enjoyed lockdown a tad, you know, bruv. Because man could just switch off, focus, man. Do you know what I mean? See where I was going wrong, going right with the music and that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And then I was just making, I'll be honest, I've got so much music there because of that, so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Active. So, yeah, man.
For the people that don't know, give a brief little description on yourself. Where was you raised, so forth, you get me?
Yeah. So, raised in East London, Limehouse, Poplar, E14. I'm an artist from East London. I produce, rap, you know, do a little bit of singing here and there, if you want to call it that, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Grew up listening to grime, started doing grime first and garage, you know what I mean? Because I was around some legends at the time. We were just inspired by that, and that was the thing at the time. And freaking from there, bruv, it's been grime, rap, hip hop, just evolved till now. Do you know what I mean?
So, what's your earliest memory of music?
That's a good question. Probably like old school stuff, man. My dad and mum was listening to, so like Roy Ayers, Jill Scott.
Yeah.
Steve, you know, like just being young, being like in the house, listening, like mum's cooking her food and that, playing some legendary stuff, you know what I mean?
Of course, yeah.
I remember that. That's probably the first, or like driving around with my dad, Bob Marley, reggae music and that, being young, you know what I mean? Not understanding what it's about, but just
taking it in,
feeling, you know what I mean? So I'd probably say that, man. Mike Jack and that, you know?
Come on.
just the legends, really, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So what got you into the music then?
I think music is in my heart and soul. It's my calling, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then being around where I'm from, it was almost like magical. Because it's like, alright, cool. You love music and you are music, but when you're young, you don't know what you're going to do, innit? You know what I mean? You're trying to do football thingy, this, that, everything, you know what I mean?
Of course.
And then seeing man from my area make dough and actually blow up, like, and be pioneers, it's like,
so break that down. Where are you from? Like, what,
so Limehouse,
who was your influences around then?
ROLLDEEP. So yeah, ROLLDEEP at the time, and Pay As You Go, bro. Even Pay As You Go.
Yeah,
I was more younger, but yeah. So like that there for me now was an eye opener. You know what I mean? As well as you, man, Bomb Squad and that as well. But ROLLDEEP was like, raw. These are normal people to me, bro. You know what I mean? Like, man, know the man. But it's like, you man are pioneers now, but it's like, raw, you made dough. You're from the ends. You're like one of us, bro. You know what I mean?
So that was your influence. That's what made you want to do music, really.
Do you know what it was? I think I just wanted to do music. It was just my thing. Because like even coming from where we come from, it's like, man was getting into madness, but the music was just pulling me away from everything. Like subconsciously, you know what I mean? And I, as a big man now, I sit and go, raw, that's why I'm doing this. It was always just pulling me away, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they did influence me, but I think they more gave me more belief of like, no, like man can come from nothing, come from the manor, like where the chances are small, you know what I mean? And like you can make millions from this thing, bruv.
Yeah. So them times when the man was blowing up, like let's say when I'm here times like 04, 05. How old was you then?
So 05, I was about 10 years old, bruv.
Because your little brother was in the video, one of the videos, isn't it?
Shout out my little bro, Ree, you done now.
I remember
in the Avenue.
I always thought that was you, but I remember you said...
I was fuming, bro, because that day, I went to school that day, but he took the day off. You know what I mean? You know, like taking the day off back in the day was legendary. So he's like, no, I don't want to go to school. And that Mumsy's allowed him. I've gone to school. I remember coming back, and this is another thing. I used to walk into the manor, the whole hood's bare cameras, bare.
Because wherever, that was like a main
hub, bro. That's like the Mecca of grime, bro.
Yes, it's a slime Mecca, and even that's where it was really going on. That's 100%. Where do you know what I'm saying? Like that's where,
bro.
At a time anyway. Do you know what I'm saying?
Literally at a time, because now it's mad. But yeah, so obviously even I came back that day, I see bare lorries and that bare equipment. Remember, man weren't using little small cameras. Then it was
No,
bare
by then, yeah, because that
equipment,
was
like,
that was deal times. Do you know what I'm saying? So
literally, yeah.
they're the deal, that
That's what I'm
was
saying.
full production. Them
full
times.
production.
I even watched that video earlier, and that's what same thing I was thinking.
Legendary, yeah. And I remember just quickly seeing it. I'm like, nah, man's gone back for school, run upstairs, got changed, come down. But my brother's already in it by then, so I'm there and it's nearly all over. But I'm like, what have I missed, bro? It was mad. It was legendary. You know what that gave man believed though? Even to this day, I think, bro, it's so real. This is easy. It's not easy, but it's like it can be done, bro, with the right mindset. You know what I mean?
That's it.
So
Them experience gave you, do you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I'll never forget that stuff.
Because I remember seeing you lot one time, you, Dixie, and them, and you man was telling me, we're doing this music thing, and
young, you must have thought, what?
No, bro, you weren't the first little group that come to man and said, bro, we're jumping on this music thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you man was like third generation maybe, or you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, good to hear. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sick.
So, but yeah, I remember that.
But you know what's mad?
Them times there, he's telling me jumping on the music. So
that was
them times
before
there.
you were burning it.
Yeah. So them times there. So that must have been 09.
I must have been about 13 then, I think. 13, 14. Because remember, them man were a couple years older, so...
okay.
I must have been about 13, 14 or something like that. And I remember that. I never forget. It was like, man's doing this thing.
What was your crew's name? Did you man have a name like?
That's when we was juvenile kids, I think, at the time.
There you go.
It was all
so
wild.
so remember, you know what I'm saying?
That was a long time ago. That's
what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking,
Charge.
right, I swear man must have gave you the name or something. You get me from that?
Them man were J Camp.
There
and it was juvenile kids, J kids, and that. And it was just a grime thing. That was a weird time, bro. I'll be real.
So so as you said, that was a grime thing, yeah. So at that time, grime was kind of not popping as much as it was. So you had a lot of the rap stuff going on. Do you know what I'm saying? So what was making you do more? Obviously, you was young. Do you know what I'm saying? But what was making you do more grime and not the rap stuff? Like,
do you know what I think? Do
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. I hear you 100% because couple South man were doing the rap thing.
The rap thing was bursting through. Like by the time you was ready to
do the grime thing,
music,
man were doing rap. Yeah.
There was a lot of people doing rap. So what kept you on the grime thing? Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know what? In all honesty, I think obviously you're nurtured by nature, so my environment.
Yeah.
Even you, man. Like I didn't even get onto you, man. But it's like cool, ROLLDEEP, and then Bomb Squad. It's like, man, have to do grime. This is us, bro.
Yeah.
How can man rap? Because that was the thing, man's like, why are you rapping, bro? You know what I mean? So, and obviously, the younger I go back, the more hard-headed and don't hear from anyone. So it's like, I'm not doing rap, bro. And the person that actually got me into rap was a brother called Loons, family, from Tottenham. I used to go to a studio in Whitechapel, and he got me into rap. But by then, it was just like, all we knew is grime, bro.
Yeah.
All we knew was, ROLLDEEP, freaking Nasty Crew, Bomb Squad, so solid. It was just a grime thing, innit? It was, and we were just stuck in a culture. And I think, for me, I'm so happy I was just doing grime then, because to me that was the foundation, bruv. You know what I mean? It's like being a boxer and just going in the amateurs and just getting loads of fights. You know what I mean? Just bar for bar on the block, bar for bar. So I just think where we're from, I don't think the rap thing was that established. I think it was just grime. It's like where I'm at is grime. You go Bo is grime. You go it's grime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So cause
so when you was thinking about recording and making beats or whatever, what was your first thoughts? Like, I need to get in the studio, or
that's a good question.
I'm gonna buy my own laptop and start recording or start making beats. So what was the first?
We used to record at Mimics first. So when you're talking about Jake's day, we used to record at Mimics. So obviously the novelty was mad. It was like, what, man can record a tune? I remember the first tune. I remember when I first done it, I went, I said, yo, mum, man's recorded a track. She's like, what?
In your brethren's yard, you get me? Yeah.
Like, so that was the process. And then, like I said earlier, where this music thing's always like pulled me away from everything. I just wanted to be in control more. Yeah. Producing, I've got the same, drive for writing and being an artist as I was producing. Do you know what I mean?
What put you onto the producing? Like what?
So when I was going around Mimics and learning it and whatnot, then I was just trying to do. Do you remember like St Andrew's Wolf? Yeah. Started going there. So man started.
So was they doing bits there then?
Who's the guy there?
Was it Edwin at the time?
Wayne from Deja.
Okay, I'm not sure.
What's his name, man? Wayne.
Yeah.
Forgot his DJ name, but I used to be on Deja Vu, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Who was running the club them times? Was it
bro,
Edwin?
I can't remember, man.
Okay, but go on. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a while, like that's like 10, 12 years now, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously
No,
I'm
but that's
learning.
good because you see that youth club. That's a legendary youth club. Still,
Legendary,
you get
bro.
me. So even
That moment changed
even
my
the
life.
fact
You know?
that cause that's where I linked you, man. Still, that's where I see you.
The man said, "Yo, like you, man,
Yeah,
doing
you
this thing."
man. Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
what J kids? All right,
Yeah,
you know
what I'm saying. Man, we're taking it dead serious.
Yeah,
innit?
no,
So
100%.
what happened at the time? So I remember doing like a music tech thing there, yeah, like just a little, I don't know what it would be called, like functional skills or whatever thing.
Yeah.
And just learning the basics, and then that's when I was like, raw. This is not easy, but it's like, man can do this. This is like,
Yeah.
so big up like Mumsy, you know, my whole family has just been mad supportive, and we just over the years tried to buy little pieces. When man had no dome, I was just trying to buy a mic, stack, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking like when man's 14.
Putting it together.
Putting it together, bro.
Yeah.
So man put it together. And then over the years, I've just been so like indulged in it. It's just, I just got better at it. You know what I'm saying? So
That's it. Practice makes perfect, my guy.
yeah, and then producing, bro, is the same as the writing. Like man was writing bar for bar, but then I'm heavily inspired by Quincy Jones, Pharrell, Tim. So I had to I wanted to create my own sound. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, the process was mad, but
So would you say the music thing kept you on the right path, like instead of
100%, bro, 100%.
obviously, as you said, the ends is mad and that. Do you know what
Even
I'm
what
saying?
we was talking about off camera, it's like, yo, the
The
amount of things man was getting in.
Yeah.
All of us, yeah. Even yourself.
Yeah.
Like, for me personally, I experienced, right, there was that defining age at 14, 15. We was getting involved in nonsense, but then I was always like getting drawn away. Do you know what I mean? By music.
Yeah.
Now I can talk about it, then I wouldn't even think about it like that. I'd be just like, man's doing this thing, but I think like, right, if I never done music, man would probably just be anywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, doing it, that's another thing. Like, so a lot of people in the hood, they ain't got no skills. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. Man's young, doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to you get a bit older and that or whatever, and you're thinking, right, let me allow that. What else have you got to do now?
Literally,
you know what I'm saying? If you've got no other skills, like not saying necessarily it has to be industrial skills, going to work and stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm saying just where man are creative, man can just go
and just
navigate. I'm gonna do that, like, because that was man's original thing anyway. Before man started doing whatever else.
Of course.
It was, you know what I'm saying? Man naturally being creative.
Literally, bro. I think it's saved, man. I'm not even gonna lie, because when I deep it was like the time where stuff started getting mad, which you know about because we're from the same manor. That's the time where I got serious.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's the time that you man were just hitting the, you know what I'm saying? Coming outside. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like just do it. Yeah, like
do you know what I'm saying? So it's like a choice, right?
Where man are getting birded, like
People your ages probably are even. Do you know what I'm saying? Like birded off.
Birded, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
that's what I'm saying. So I think for me, like as a big man now, I sit down sometimes and I pinch myself like, raw. I have to keep doing this because one is my purpose, but it's two, it's like, what would you be doing if you weren't doing it? And we was all like 13, 14, 15, 16, just on anything. Like, you know what I mean? And you know when you're grown and you think about what you was doing then, you think like, what was we doing, bruv, man?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
So you mentioned you had these big influences around you from young, a lot to look up to and all of that. So was that help and through the music stages, like they give you advice and
100%.
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, obviously, you know, craft is family. So man's like, seeing that, like, I'll never forget that. I ain't even spoke to him about this ever, but I'll never forget like when I just want to hold his hand, like, come out, yeah.
Okay.
We went round freaking Craft's yard. Obviously, the whole family's there, mumsy, auntie, and all that, yeah. And I'll never forget, like, seeing that's when you had to vote in. You had to vote in to get the video, yeah?
So cool.
Man, they're voting, obviously, auntie's voting it in.
Everyone's
round.
You had to ring up, innit? Did you have to
ring up or do some sort of voice?
Yeah.
Auntie's ringing, getting in. Cool. Crafts, the things come on. And I just see all the family, like, gassed.
Cool.
And that moment there for me was like, bro, like, man, no, this is family. This is just normal, you know what I mean? It's great. That's like, yo, fam.
That was another, that was another.
Everyone's like mad happy, you know what I mean? Because like when you look at where we're coming from, it's like, bro, them things that we happen for everyone, bro.
To be on telly was a mad thing. Now that, do you know what I'm saying? That people could watch this on their telly.
Literally.
Do you know what I'm saying? But
it was a big deal then, bro. Man said E14 promotions. This is Bump G, legendary, bro. Legendary. Trust me. So for me, that was another significant, like, bro, man's got all these people around me that are actually doing things in the lane I'm trying to go through, and they're seeing results, whether it was Bomb Squad or like ROLLDEEP. Do you know what I'm saying? So, bruv, even till this day, I may even meet people and like that do music, and I may not even have the same sort of perspective because they may have doubts and like all the little things we have as artists, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. But man gets to see like, no, you can go from this, you know, bro. You know what I mean? The man's seen it, like. So yeah, that was a legendary 100%. Time as well.
So you, as I said, brother, at the beginning, you work hard at your craft, brother. That ever since that. From when I came back out and that, and then I said, right, Smoothie's on his thing. You get me? I remember I come to your video shoot. Yeah. I think Morgan Keys shot that one. You get me?
Yeah. That one was mad. Is that one the helicopter and the Fed come on the strap? Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that? That's what I'm saying, you don't even remember. They try to shut us down, bro.
I forget bare things, so you get me?
When the 6X5 comes in that, we have to tell the people that was right. Shout out my brother Morgan Keys, man.
Break that down, what happened that day?
Do you know what?
I totally forgot.
I got to shout Morgan though, because you know when man was trying to get on SB and just trying to shout people, there was no ego with him, and he's still that person till this day. He's 100. So shout out Morgan, you're done now.
Even at that time, he was doing bits, and he still took time out to
That's
come
what I'm
and
saying.
deal with you.
Obviously, I'm no one compared to the people he was working with. You know what I mean? But what happened that day? So yeah, I remember all of us were on my estate, and
was it Limehouse, isn't it?
They're gonna come out with Samurai Sword or something. And then,
no, that's their reason. That's what, that was their. They always got a.
People ain't
they always got a
this.
silly reason, fam. You see them ones when they pull up, they're talking about someone said they see.
Yeah, and then they come up to me and said, "Have you got a gun on you?" So listen to this. Look, everyone that's listening to this, you're not gonna believe this. Yeah, video shoot. It's on my estate. Loads of people come. Q's there. 6X5s. Yeah. So if you're from the roads, you know what the X5s are. Yeah.
Police
come true on an aggressive thing. They nearly run over Morgan Keys, yeah? The helicopter come. The feds jumped out, was running through the estate, and they approached us strapped up. A lie. Am I lying? This is factual stuff, bro. Out, literally. And they was aggressive, like they was about to shoot.
Yeah, no, for real. These times, right, man just come out the can, fam, and right. You know what I'm saying? Right.
So imagine trying to come to a video shoot.
I just come to the video shoot, fam. I'm not even trying to be around all of this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was.
So yeah, that was a mad day, bro. I forgot you was there for that day. That was a legendary day, but yeah, that was mad, bro. When I think about that, they literally the wind mirror hit Morgan. I remember that. Yeah, that was a crazy time, bro. But so what was the question again?
So from no, I was saying, right, obviously you work hard on your thing, you know what I'm saying? As I said, right, I see you was shooting videos like mad, making beats.
Yeah.
Putting out all your own things. You got like what you got out there? 2 2 EPs, 4 singles, just on.
Yeah. Oh, just on Apple Music. Yeah. 2 EPs and a few singles.
Obviously, that's within
like
the last
the
few
other
years.
10 mixtapes I've done. And
that's what I'm saying. There, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
it must have been mad for you though, because you've seen the process of like when man said, "Yo, Q, man's doing this. Man's young," and then you've got Birded come out and seen that.
Man's still doing it. You know what I'm saying? Or man's took it to another level. Man can make beats now. Man can rap. Man's got their own studio in their crib.
Love
them things there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Salute, bruv.
Oh, big up,
you know
man.
What I'm saying? Salute, definitely.
It's been a. Do you know what? It's a journey, man. And it's like even I was thinking on the way. I was thinking like a lot of people like you still doing music, but it's like, bro.
Yeah, man used to get that. People still ask me now.
I'll be. This is my purpose. It's like you know what I mean. We all aim for it to.
Trust me, people still ask me that now, fam. Well, you know what I'm saying?
You're still doing music, mate.
You're still doing music and that?
You're still trying. You're still trying, mate. What? You know what I mean? Of course, this is just like, man's not trying to, it's good that we can have this convo because it's the same manner, but it's like, man's not trying to rap to show that we're on the street and the music to me is too different. It's like, yo, we're doing music because we are artists and we love this thing. You know
but man are actually talented as well. Like there's,
no, you gotta just be real.
You know when you gotta pick. Obviously nowadays the thing is saturated. Mad. That was one of the reasons I came away. I remember when someone asked me, "Bro, where did you stop doing music?" The thing's saturated. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to. And there's a lot of acting in it. Even shooting a video, you gotta act a bit. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I don't think I can read.
No, I hear what
you know what I'm saying? Like, remember
still.
the last video I shot? You was obviously you was there. The last video I shot as well. Remember Dan? Did you come down here?
I think so, because that's when I came to your yard after you.
King's Cross,
Yeah, man was there.
the flamethrower and all of that.
Yeah, man was there.
Yeah,
The
man.
studio thing. Yeah, I come there.
Yeah, my man, you shot your, and then he shot a video for you.
Chas,
after.
Chas, man.
Shout out Chas,
Chas
man.
100, man.
Fucking, yeah.
Oh yeah,
It was
what was
after
that?
man.
With Bupsy.
Yeah. Big up
yeah,
books,
yeah.
you get me?
Come on,
But
big up.
that was like 2017.
You're lying.
No,
Must have been a bit later.
shit.
No,
that was
man.
2016. Fam.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That
saying.
was 2016. Yeah, for real. So from about 2017, I ain't even really done music. You get me? Well, not really. I haven't done music since then. Do you know what I'm saying? And obviously,
what's it like though? What's your feeling?
this is the new thing. You get me, fam?
That's what I'm saying. Like you said off camera, bro, it's creative, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying?
Come on. So what was you gonna say? What I do? I
No, I'm
find what,
saying
not doing it.
not doing music anymore.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's mad. That's why obviously man had to put something else together, something creative. Do you know what I'm saying? That instead.
Yeah, because you man got to the level of like, yo, like who doesn't know Bomb Squad that's really into grime, and even people if you're not even from London, bro.
Definitely from the UK.
Yeah, like if you're from the UK,
if you
like,
grew up within that era as well, and
even if you don't know all them, you know the two singles, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. From that
So you might have done your thing, but
to the masses. I know what you're saying. That was like a thing that was definitely
where man could talk about like charting and
put on the map. Yeah. It was like, it didn't chart, but
just on Channel U.
It done bits on there.
It
done bits on there. You get me? And even that, it influenced a whole another generation. Do you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, I hear fucking Stormzy talk about it and all of that.
Yeah.
That's big business. Do you know what I'm saying?
Big up, man.
Yeah, the man was like, raw. What tunes do you remember from Channel U? You get me? That's what he mentioned.
Is that what you said? That's what I'm saying. So that's what I mean in the sense of like that level.
It's like raw. Just seeing that, it's like raw. Man kind of done their job. You know what I'm saying? Influencing another generation to boom, burst through and make it. And
do you know what's mad? You saying that? That's
the
truth is what you just said there is like sometimes it's more than what you man think of just making that track. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man have been like beneficial in grime, in the culture. Man can say, look, man's been part of the culture.
Man was there from the beginning.
Literally.
Man was there from the beginning, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And involved a bit later. Do you know what I'm saying? But
that was definitely grime was definitely at a peak when that was all popping. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So even in you man's era, it weren't really like a pirate radio thing, and like there weren't no sets going on. And
It was a weird transition for mine, I'd say, because it wasn't that, but it was like, what was it then? It was a weird time.
That's what I'm saying.
If you wasn't signed, it's like it was trickier.
So what was the thing for you, man?
That's a good question.
What was you thinking? Like how do
you approach the thing and all that?
Because our times it was like, raw, we're just gonna go and mobster this set. Do you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna, we know where the station is. We're just gonna go there.
Straight.
Do you know what I'm saying? And just go on man. This set and make up some names. Do you know what I'm saying? And just get heard. How can we get on radio? Things like that.
Yeah, because you man went Westwood as well, innit? You man done Westwood as well.
Yeah.
That was legendary as well.
Man done a little Westwood still.
Yeah. That's when it was popping as well.
Big up G, big up Dre. You get me?
Come on, big up. What was our angle? Do you know what's mad? I don't think any of us had a clue what was the angle, bruv, because it's like you just writing bars. You don't know too much about the business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not you must have thought it at the time, but you're not a like established artist where you're saying, look, I am an entity at the time. Man are just MCing in a group, like seeing people that are big, but man are trying to make a little change. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'd say when I was doing music with all the man them from around here, it was like we were just doing it for the love of it, bruv. I'll be real.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's real still.
So like now it's more of like the business side of things. You know what I mean?
Or was it a YouTube thing them times even? Like do a video, put it on YouTube, or
I think when we first started,
even them times you couldn't even find someone to even film it, probably.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? That was a thing. What were we
doing, bro? MySpace, bro.
Yeah.
It was just MySpace then.
MySpace, MSN. So you're sending your tunes around MSN, putting your stuff on MySpace.
Just annoying people and sending bare like
People are still doing that shit now on Insta and Facebook and that bare spamming people's DMs. Do you know what I'm saying, with their content and.
Trust me.
But yeah,
what was our angle? That's a real good question, man. You know, like you never think of them things because you don't understand anything. You just love the craft and you're just doing it to like do it. You know what I mean? Like even when I come home and showed Mumsy the first track, I just wanted to make more tracks, bro. Do you know what I mean? And you know, like it's the novice, like when you you get a ped for the first time, you love it, you're driving it every day,
Yeah,
and then the
yeah.
novelty wears off. You know what I mean? You're like,
But
why am I doing
there's
this?
no wear off with this
With
thing.
this thing is there's not. It's the
Or
feeling's
even with
forever.
just being creative.
Facts.
Do you know
man.
what I'm saying? Like it's sometimes it's more than just I like music or I like to rap. Do you know what I'm saying? Like man are just creative people.
Facts.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like
I'm so glad though that sounds crazy, but I'm so glad nothing popped off then. Because when I look at myself now as a man and a teenage boy, all of us on a hype. You know what I mean? It's like we weren't great at the time in terms of well, most men don't do music anymore, but like I could say from what I was doing then, I'm
compared to that,
like, you know, like fucking. So I don't know, man. I think it all worked out. You know what I mean? In a sense, it was just like I said, a boxer, amateur fights, get them underneath your belt, and then you can turn pro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
100%.
you man were just at a different level in age as well, because you man were older, but we're all MC and the man are still 13, 14, 15, 16. You know what I mean? Yeah. You man were a tad older, so it's just like, cool, you're men. You know what I mean?
That's how it seemed.
Yeah. No, but even in terms of like the level, the bar was different because man not 14 years old. Oh yeah,
definitely.
You know
but that's what when you set your bar higher, you know what I'm saying? If you set the bar high, then that's where you know what I'm saying. That's where you'll get to instead of setting it low. Like, oh no, I can't do what they can do.
No, 100%.
No, try and do. You know what I'm saying? Like, try and do what they could do more. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
trust me.
But yeah,
my bomb squad would definitely like you man's thing was definitely. Well, I can speak for myself, but I'm sure the man would agree. Is like significant for the manor, 100%. What like man are in school together? George Green, like man are on Channel E, like, and we're MCing trying to get there. Do you know what I mean? Same thing happened again with
that was a big influence for we sang for like
the whole
people
hood.
For the hood people
like,
you
especially if you're MCing, like, and if you ain't MCing, you must have got that good feeling. Unless you're a hater, you must have got that feeling of like, bro, man, know them, man. Like they're doing their thing. Good luck to them. You know what I mean?
No, most definitely.
So, like our hacks doing these things now. It's like, yo, if you're from the manor, you're gonna resonate with it more. Cause it's like, man, no, it's like, yo, good luck to them.
You can only big it up.
Yeah, like
if you're hating, you know.
Unless you're hating, and then,
So, trust me.
Mad time, bro.
Yeah, man. The music, bro. Synergy EP.
Synergy.
Fucking.
When was that now? What we saying?
2017.
Is it 17? Yeah. So, Synergy.
Synergy 2017.
Do you know what's good? Do you know what's mad?
No games.
I remember you. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
I'm glad you remember that still.
Did you come to the studio, innit?
Yeah. And you played me the beat.
And you was like, no, I need this.
You didn't vote.
You was like, I need this. I was like, no, Q, it's done. I just said to you, no, it's done. You was like, no, bro, I need this. I said, no, Q, it's done. Like,
I remember.
I'll never forget that. That was jokes.
Yeah, even.
Man, this ain't right. You heard that? Mad.
Big beat still.
Do you know what's crazy about that EP?
And you made that, innit? You made that yourself, That's what I'm saying.
I made the whole EP. The Field I produced with Waynard and Reason. Do It For Me was produced by someone called Vibes. Yeah. But that EP for me was my first attempt on trying to show the world my own sound. Do you know what I mean? But not quite finding it yet.
Was that the first thing you produced fully?
No, I produced so many
most
EPs.
of your stuff. I
produced so many EPs, but I always thought, no, they're not ready, bro. They're not ready.
So you see, since then, have you made all of your own beats and that?
Yeah, so
basically, like all the stuff on Apple and that, is that all you?
Yeah, Egos is produced by my brother MAD, Magic After Dark.
Who's that little bro? Yeah.
No, that's my brother. My brother, MAD. He's on some of the tracks and some of the videos.
He used to be back in the day. He's always had that name.
Yeah, MAD. Yeah. But he's from Dagenham still.
Yeah, I swear.
From Dagenham. Yeah. You must have seen MC and that. Yeah, he's part of the man.
Did you used to go on radio and that? MAD. Like I swear.
No, he's not old school. He's not
that old school.
No, he's not old school.
Okay.
We all laugh.
What's he do? Produce though? Did he used to produce?
He produces now. But
see. I'm thinking of someone else. Go on.
So freaking the EP, the most recent EP I released is produced all by myself. But yeah, going back to Synergy, I think Synergy was the reason why I called it Synergy is like two energies together. Me being an artist and a producer, and it's my first attempt of like, what you all about then, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
definitely.
I done that. That was good, man. It was a good experience. But now we're on to, I would say, look.
What, something valuable?
Something valuable. Something valuable is like for me, an introduction of SMOOTHVEE. What does that mean? Something valuable. literally. So
Yeah.
that this EP is more of like a introduction. So like, all right, I found my sound now. Let's go.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. You've definitely found. Ooh, you had it, but you certified it.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
love, man.
Yeah, you know it now.
I'm
Like,
glad you said that, because even like how I've just explained how I think Synergy was an attempt, and now
Yeah.
it's something valuable. It's like, let's go.
Yeah, and like I was saying, your thing's different as well, fam. Like, how did you manage to just stay away from doing the same thing as everyone else, whether it be rapping or grime?
Just the generic stuff,
or-
and yeah, at the time.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm gonna make a tune like him, like, or drill, or doing the Afro beat type thing, Afro swing type thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Or anything like that. Like, what stopped you from doing that and just going,
That's a good
Right.
question, bro.
nah, this is my vibe. Like,
Do you know what I think? Realistically, like what we said at the beginning, is man's grew up with reggae music, R&B, soul, like all the old school stuff, some rock, and then man's grew up in a garage era, grime. So it's like with me, I don't think I think about trying to make different stuff. I genuinely get in a studio and make what I feel, which is an influence of all them things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I feel like I'm my own artist. I got artistry, and I'm just staying true to myself, bruv, and just making smoothie music. That sounds wild, but you know what I mean? Like a mixture, you know what I'm saying? But literally, that's the truth, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Tell me about Surviving and that track there. That's my track there. You know? That's
Love
my one
brother.
still.
Yeah.
You get me? Out of everything, I'll put that on repeat. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
That was
Not out of every single tune in the world, but I'm saying that out your thing. That's my one.
That's your
Do you know what I'm
thing, that's
saying?
your bumper.
Yeah.
Love
Definitely.
that. Yeah, what's that? That tune is, I'd say like the past 2 years is just honest of like, man's been trying to survive, like
Straight.
we're from the same place. So it's like this music thing, you got to put bread in. You know what I mean?
No, it's definitely,
not all of us
definitely.
not all of us are making meals from this road. You know what I mean? Whatever. But so it's like you're trying to survive, you're trying to live, you're trying to stay on the good side of the fence. Like, and I feel like with finding my own sound, I had to be, not like I was lying, but just be more honest and be myself and speak about me more in the music so people can relate. Because it's like most of us are out here surviving. If you ain't coming from money, it's like, yo, people going to work, living month to month, surviving.
Straight.
So surviving for me was just honest, bro. What you been doing recently, bro?
Surviving. Everyone says that nowadays. Just surviving, fam.
Yeah, literally. So that tune was that, bro. And that tune created the EP sound and theme, I'd say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm glad you like that, because that was the aim. That track, even the chorus is written, so it's like very catchy. And it's like, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's hard.
And I produced it as well. And that is a, product of growing up to reggae music.
Yeah. It's got that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I produced it with that. You know what I mean?
It's got a little vibe of a bit of everything in there still. Yeah.
Literally. So that's literally it, bro. Man grew up on reggae music, and obviously you're mixed race as well. So it's like, bro.
Yeah.
One of your parents.
Yeah. My dad's a sound man, fam.
Exactly,
you get
dog.
me? Yeah. I got my whole. That's from. That's what put music in me, you know what I'm saying? Like, pops, you know what I'm saying?
Parents,
even though mum was the influence.
And mumsy was doing like the parents in general.
But
so.
pops, he was a sound man, you get me? So
that's what I'm saying, cuz.
He was doing this thing, and so from early, man was grabbing the mic and
trying to do a little MC.
All of that.
Yo!
Everything.
But that is literally, you know what's crazy? It's like, when I make music, I always look at it like, if you listen to my EP, you'll be able to understand me a tad without even meeting me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I look at music when I listen.
That's what you want to try and put across as well. Like, obviously, not people listen to some of these artists out there, and like, when they say, "Oh, when you meet your heroes and all of that, you're disappointed or whatever." Like, you know what I'm saying? Type of thing. That
I hear that.
But obviously, like you're saying, like, obviously you're a genuine person, bruv. So
come on, love.
I believe what you're saying. So when you're saying you're trying to. People can listen to your thing and they know kind of get to know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's bro. Like that's real stuff. You're talking some truths in your music. That means, you know what I'm saying? So.
And do you know what's crazy about that? Do you know how hard it was for me to get to that point? Because you know how hard it is. Like, when you look at music and you think, raw, you're telling people, the whole world, you don't even know about yourselves and like your weaknesses, your strengths, and like, you know what I mean. So I had to get over that to like, and that's when the music got better. I'll be real.
Yeah, you got to be.
You got to be honest.
You have some hard skin about yourself to be ready for people to even
100%
and all of that. But coming from where we come from, we're not even watching all of that.
We're not watching all that.
I'm saying,
you know, that's another blessing as well, because bro, when you're from where we from, all the music in the street is two different worlds. It's like music's easy compared to what people fry and stones. It's like when you're in the street, you're like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
but you know what it is, man, take their craft serious as well. And as I said, you're creative. I'm a creative myself as well. So it's a perfectionist type of thing. You know what I'm saying? When you do your thing, you want it to be a certain way. And that's why I think you don't even drop as much as other people probably would, or you know what I'm saying? Like, because you're not putting out willy-nilly stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, right, the thing's proper. When you put it out, it's proper.
Love for that, man. Do you know what? Obviously, I respect that, and that is that, but I'm trying to work on that more now in terms of like, I've got so much music that now is time for.
You was telling me you got a video.
I got a couple of videos all done.
So I'm saying that you ain't even dropped them yet. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you know why? Because we're in a weird climate right now. So it's like, when you're not established, you need to be more consistent. If you're established artist, you can drop one album a year and just, you know what I mean? But when you're on, it's like going back to the boxing thing. Obviously, boxing is like done a lot for my life as well.
That is boxing thing, anyway.
Obviously, man was boxing from 6 because of Pops and little bro. Peacock Gym. So
big up Peacock Gym, legendary place. My uncle used to box there when he was a young. When he's a youngster.
So that's had so much influence on man's life. My whole life is like correlates to that because of discipline.
I haven't done a little week, 2 week spell there.
Yeah, come on, bro, big them up.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
So going back to that same thing. It's like shit, amateur fights, bro. You gotta get the experience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you still on that? You still training now?
Yeah, I'm still training. Obviously the COVID thing was a nightmare.
Yeah.
So me and my little bro just got a bag in the yard, bro. So we just get doing the thing in the yard.
That's it.
And then now we're gonna because obviously Peacock was shut, I think. So now waiting for that to reopen. Yeah. I think we're set to another gym. But you gotta stay focused.
You see, I'm a proper idiot, you know. You weren't the Peacock. Big up Repton.
Oh, you went Repton?
Yeah.
No, big up Peacock though as well. But
but Peacock's legendary as well. Legendary. That's why I got them mixed up. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? But big up Repton. That's where my uncle used to box, and that's the Bethnal one. Do you know what I'm saying? Local, but
So man, I was doing that from. I thought it was 7. My dad said he had us in there from 6 years old at the time. So we just taught man a lot.
So did that give you a bit of discipline? Like
100%, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I taught man everything. Like yeah. Literally, I'm not even gonna lie. Like even.
I ain't gonna lie, man was more of a karate man still.
Yeah. I hear you, brother. To be fair, anything combat's good, bro. Because it teaches yourself discipline.
Karate was disciplined as well. They used to make man go and sit in the corner where they look.
Yeah, mad thing.
They used to make man do a mad thing, fam. Like, bro, go and sit in the corner, facing the wall, with your legs crossed, like sitting on your ankles type of thing.
That's wild, man.
Mad thing.
That's what I'm saying. Man said go and sit in the corner, bro. That's wild. That'd be real. That's what
as a youngster, you know. You know what I'm saying, man?
Trust me. When you said about not dropping a lot, it's like when you're on the come up, it's like fighter. Going back to what I was saying, is like you need to have a lot of fights. You got to be fighting before you turn pro. So even with me, I have dropped. There's been a lot of space in between the drops. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which obviously now you're about to see a lot more because you need to be. It's so oversaturated now that it's like you need to be bam, 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 bam until you're at that thing where you can. It almost doesn't slow down, but you got a bit more time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
most definitely.
So you're gonna see a lot of me soon, man.
That's it, bruv. Because your flow, is like. It's like Skippy. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Is there influence for your flow, or is it just that's what's just come out? That's what's just.
Yeah, I think it's just natural because obviously with the grime thing, it was easy to be Skippy. Yeah. But then when I started rapping as well, it's like I remember when I first started rapping, I'm doing the slow rap and I just don't know, bro. Just naturally thought, no, let me just. When I write anyway, I don't write on paper, I write in my head. So it's just I listen to the beat.
You got it down like that now.
I did it for years, Synergy, and I think Synergy is when I started doing that properly. I wrote all that in my head, and then from there I've just been writing in my head. So I just write to how it sounds and how it feels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of like
most definitely. Yeah.
literally thinking, oh, how should my flow be here? I just more like going with the song. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah. So what's your process behind making music? Like,
my
you
process,
got to be in a zone. Like, because
definitely, yeah,
you
yeah.
don't
Cool.
smoke or nothing, can you?
No, bro, don't smoke, don't drink, nothing,
Yeah.
no
So
drugs.
what's your zone to just?
My zone is having less on my mind.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Than to think about music.
yeah.
And the zone is, if I'm producing, if I've got an EP, for example, that I'm producing, then usually I produce first.
Yeah.
And then record the choruses, because I'm always about the substance of like what we talking about on here, like how's it gonna sound. So I'll get the chorus going, then the chorus will just give me that vibe of like I know how to go on here. You know what I mean? Then the verses will come easy.
Yeah.
For me, the choruses is where I'll take a little bit more time than the verses just come naturally.
Just go around, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then if I'm working with people, it's the same sort of thing. Like MAD sent me a couple beats. We're working on a few songs at the moment, and he just sent me I wrote a chorus. Bam! Now I'm writing the verses. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, the zone. I got. There's got to be less on my mind. So when there's loads of stuff going on, where I can't get in the zone. I need to be left alone and just get in that zone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're creative, so you know that zone is so precious. It don't just come like you can't just sit and go, yeah, I'm just gonna write 20 tracks today, because more times they come out.
If you're not in the mood as well, like man's got to be like in a certain mood to.
Yeah, you have to be, man. I've realized. Well, what works for me is you have to dedicate time, whether that's days, like, all right, cool, 3 days or 4 days this week, I'm literally just gonna do music. Do you know what I mean? See, when you just like living with just on anything, in the studio whenever, that's when it's dead. You know what I mean?
When man's on a creative thing, man wake up and that's what man are doing. That it's a job. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
literally. Even like in terms of gym, man will be on his gym thing. If I wake up one day, I'm creative, everything goes out the window.
Yeah.
In that zone.
You don't want to leave your space.
Yeah, literally.
Wherever your space is.
I'm not going nowhere today. I'm just getting creative. With my phone, that's another thing. It's so hard to balance out being in the zone, and living normal. Because like when I get in the zone, I get more antisocial and like not emotional, but like deep in man's thoughts. And I just like, do you know what I mean? People are trying to message you or call you, just like you're in the zone, bro.
You know it is creative people, like obviously even people say, right, they're mad, innit? Like they're whatever, do you know what I'm saying? Like, but it is what it is, bro. Creative people, you know what I'm saying? That's
obviously you're creative and you've done music, so you understand that. Like when you're in the zone, bro, it's just like I don't want to talk to anyone. It sounds crazy, but it's just like I just want to get this done, and all that matters is this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's real though, man.
So, yeah, man.
So what would be your message to like someone that was young like you, seeing influences to do music, and you know what I'm saying, like or whatever? What would you say? What's the things maybe they should do? Or
I think realistically, I think you got to stay true to yourself, man. I think that's the most important, bro. Staying true to yourself. It's easy to get. It's like the road thing. It's easy to get caught up in all the hype and all the. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I would say, stay true to yourself. Focused on your craft. Than anything else, just be focusing on that, because I'm only getting results in terms of like now at 26. Like I've been doing it for like 10 years, 12 years. You know what I'm saying? So just stick on your craft. Stay true to yourself, and work on your artistry. Do you know what I mean? What are you bringing to the table, and who are you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
definitely.
that's the main thing. Don't get caught up in hype. Right now, I see there's some good artists coming out now, though. It's not like, even though we're talking about it being saturated, there is good artists coming out. But sometimes you can sit there as an artist, and if you got self-doubt and all the things artists go through, you think, no, man, let me just make one of these tunes pop off. But that's short.
Let me just be the same as everyone else. Yeah. Basically.
Yeah.
Not, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and obviously, that's my opinion. That's not what gospel. But in my opinion, it's like, I think when I listen to music and I find a new artist, it's their artistry that catches me. Because if it was the same as everyone else, I may like one tune, wicked, but it's like, what are you bringing to the table? You listen to their thing, it's just a different vibe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the way I look at music. It's like people's worlds, bro.
So boom, obviously, man can't miss the scar you got on your head, fam.
Mars
You get
bar.
me?
Come on, bro.
Messing the
The
Mars bar, you know.
from where we're from. That's, you know, people say that. Yeah, no, freaking.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's a funny one.
What happened with that?
So obviously, man had 2 brain tumors when I was 2 years old and 4 years old. So
Deep.
yeah, that was a mad thing. That changed my life as well, really, because when I deep it, it's like I live a certain way now because of that. You know what I mean? Man could be dead. You know what I mean? Literally,
Straight,
like
yeah,
real life.
Yeah.
So at 2 years old and 4 as well, you're fragile at them ages there as well.
Definitely,
You know what I mean? So yeah, had that at 2 and 4. The first one I don't remember as much. The fourth one I remember more vividly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, through the grace of the Father, man literally got discharged when I was like 14, I think. So I didn't start school till late, bruv, like 5.
So
I think,
so that was taking a toll on just life in general, all up until 14, like you said. Yeah?
A man was fitting at the time and that, you know what I mean? So gone from that, and yeah, like for my parents, it must have been a mad thing because at 2 and 4, you don't understand, you know what I mean? Like you got kids now as well.
If
so
my
like,
little one had something like that.
Crazy. So I was going through that, and then there was a time where they thought like, yeah, I weren't growing and that, where they thought, because it's on the brain, and it was laying on a part that was affecting the food or something like that. So I didn't, bro, man was eating, what was that, like 5, I can't remember what age, like 4 or 5. My mum said, used to eat Weetabix for a whole year. That's the only thing I was eating, because it was laying on something that was affecting my food. Cool. So that happened, and then, yeah, man was in hospital for time, bruv, and then it went from like starting school and then having checkups every week or
just
2
to make
weeks.
sure, yeah.
Then he went to a month. Then he went yearly. And then when I was a teenager, they thought, he's not growing properly. I was quite short at the time, and then I just sprouted up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
because you're kind of too.
I just sprouted up. Yeah. So, and then they discharged me at 14, bro. So man, I have to just give thanks. So my whole life is like that, bro. That's like with me.
That's your drive as well.
Yeah, like I've had this. This is the second chance. That's the way I look at this thing. Or third chance, because I've had 2, you know what I mean? So, man just driven, and nothing can stop me. And even in terms of like smoking and drinking.
Yeah, that's what I was just
That's
thinking.
the main reason.
That's what's
and obviously boxing as well. Like, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
That definitely dictates like how I live and how I look at life.
That must
different.
That must have been mad. You know what I was going to say to you? What's the maddest thing you've ever experienced? You get me?
Yeah.
But bro,
that was probably the maddest. That's why. Do you know what's crazy?
And that's
though,
not even just one. It's like that's like nearly half of your life of experience.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like
100%. But that's why this
living
road
most of the young life in the hospital, in and out of the hospital.
Yeah, like even that obviously not scarred me.
And that's what you can remember. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you can remember all of that. Like
bro, I remember when you're like 4 or 5, them I remember most of that 100%. Like even kids
definitely.
dying opposite me. Like I remember these youths. I think there was twins. Like drove into a wall. They was on a motorbike, drove into the wall. Yeah. Got rushed into hospital, mash up and that. But when you're young, you don't understand what's going on. But you can feel. And I remember one of them passing, and I was like, I remember being scared, but not understanding truly what's going on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all that trauma and that was weird for man. And then just like, I remember growing up and like, you know, when your mums are like protective anyway, but because I had a head injury, they was all like, do you know what I mean? So I had to get over that, like, nah, man, I'm headering the ball, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
makes man even more.
And even a road thing, do you know, the bad thing about it was I didn't fear anything.
Yeah.
So like even when we was getting caught up in dumbness, I didn't fear anyone, bro.
Yeah.
So I've already been through like
you feel like you've gonna come back type of thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Already like
no.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Because I feel like when I was in hospital, that was a mad test for man. Even though I was 4 and 5, but still it was just like a weird environment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even as a big person, people go in hospitals and they hate them. It's like, what am I doing here? And you're getting scans and the scans there, and it's like it's just air, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, anxiety.
And I was going for scans every year.
Yeah.
So like throughout man's life, dead long, but man, I have to give thanks, and that definitely was a significant time, bro.
Blessings,
you know what I mean?
bro.
Blessings, bro.
Give
You know
thanks
like
for
that.
that one.
Literally, bro.
So, boom. Obviously, I mentioned as well Arsenal supporter. You get me?
Come on, bro. True. Obviously, my dad's from North London, innit? So it's in our family, and that.
Yeah.
Obviously, he supported Arsenal, and yeah, man, freaking man's Arsenal through and through.
Trust me,
you know
bro.
What I mean?
What's been going on with them, though, man?
Oh, bro. Do you know what? I just come from the barbers as well. So imagine we're talking about Arsenal. It's the worst place to talk about Arsenal. Man said some wild stuff in there.
Yeah, come on, bro.
What's going on with Arsenal? You know what, bro? I think anyone that knows about business and football, it's like, we know what's going on with Arsenal, bruv. They've been making money for years.
Yeah. So when how long you been supporting for? Like
Since I understood football, you know.
Yeah. Like from a youth, and then
when I was a youth, man, I used to support. I remember Arsenal and Barca.
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid, everyone supported Barca.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Probably,
like,
more your era, but definitely,
you know what I mean? Everyone was like,
yeah.
bro.
From the 2000s onwards, type of thing. Is that when more you was?
Yeah, man was just gassed.
What year was you born?
1994.
Okay, yeah,
94.
So yeah, come year 2000, you're like 6. Yeah, Barcelona's the team.
The team, but obviously Arsenal's.
So yeah, because them times people used to have 2 teams, innit?
Yeah, it was a 2-team thing.
Yeah,
so you could have the Spanish team.
Yeah, and that's my other team. Like, that's my second team or whatever
but
they used
Arsenal
to say.
Bro, that thing there was even like Thierry but just what the Invincibles.
So
you
grew up in that era,
bro.
like seeing the Invincibles and all of that. I was seeing like just before that Ian Wright,
yeah.
Then win the double and like. But
of course, I know about that now. But I was a bit too young for that. Probably. That was in the 90s,
Highbury and all of that. But obviously they were still at Highbury when you was young.
Yeah, in the 2000s. Yeah. But Arsenal, what's going on with Arsenal right now? I'll be real. I think. Do you know what's so crazy about that question? You can ask every Arsenal supporter. We all know what's going on with Arsenal. It's a mess. It's a business
mess, fam.
And do you know what they've done as well? Even when you go over there's like a percentage of the fan base that just, I don't know if don't understand football is the right word, but it's like they just, whatever the people have been saying to them and selling for the past 15 years, it's just like, we're
just scam with it. Scam with it.
Bruv. It's all air, man. And even in terms of like spending money and buying players, I feel sorry for certain players that it's like when Sanchez killed it, but then we're relying on one player to win us, like the Messis, and now we've got Aubameyang.
It's always been that since
Aubameyang's come. The first 2 seasons he scored 22
We just need
goals.
one striker.
Yeah, like come on, man.
It was even like even from like 08, 09, like. Remember we had to bring back Thierry one time. Just that was
legendary.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like because
come back with a beard, innit?
Yeah, come back and mash it up. You
mash
get me?
it up. I remember that. But,
like,
even now though,
it's always like you said, just depending on one striker, like one.
Do you know what's crazy though? Don't you think what's mad is like they always create this missing puzzle. So when we had Özil, we didn't have Aubameyang.
Yeah.
So like someone who plays balls in behind. Now we haven't got Özil. We've got Aubameyang. And now
there's no
Arteta's playing him.
Yeah. There's no one to feed him.
Do you know what does my head in? I just said this in the Barbers. Obviously, Arteta, he's not a proven manager, so you're going to get things like this. But why is he playing like we've got Giroud in the box? No, think about it though. Yeah. If anyone that watches
up the wing,
Arsenal, crossing, the man ain't going up the headers, bro. You might as well have bought Andy Carroll. You know what I mean? Or Giroud, get Giroud back.
It don't make no sense, bro. So, it's frustrating, frustrating. But you know what? We're at the end of the season now. The last game's actually tomorrow, isn't it? But
let me ask you, what do you think of Pepe?
No, I reckon he's good still. He just ain't had enough. Like I say not enough, but obviously he's been there for a minute now. It's all been through COVID times and all of that though, and da. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think he's good still. I think he's gonna show and prove like eventually, and it's probably again the right people around him to. Like one player can't win a game. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
One player, like
Unless you're Messi,
But even then, do you know what I'm saying? If you put that player on the pitch on his own, he's not gonna twist up everyone.
It's 11-man game, of course.
Is that, you know what I'm saying? Everyone needs to play their role. So
what do you think about Arteta though?
As a manager, obviously,
I think he's incompetent.
Like you said, he ain't proven. He's done a few silly things throughout the season. Like this,
wild.
This thing where he don't bring on subs till like
83rd.
What are you doing? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
or he's taken Aubameyang off when he's the only true goal scorer.
Yeah. It's just starting to heat up and he's brought.
And we ain't playing in behind.
Move. So it's obviously in that aspect, man could just say, he's shit, fuck it, get him out. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear that.
It's like.
But you know one thing I will say though? The way I look at management, obviously there's so much in management, but surely you look at your team and your players and you play to their strengths.
Yeah, it's just like common sense, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying.
It feels like common sense anyway. But obviously, we're not in a position to say like, right. Do you know what I mean? But
I think you know what, all Arsenal fans have had enough. Even me, I support the team.
Definitely. What do you think of the ownership and all of that though? In this,
I think the owners, like this is the thing. People don't talk about the owners like this, but I think the owner's a very good businessman. Anyone that's into business would do the same.
Yeah,
If me
but
and you owned Arsenal,
they're
we'd
not for the. You could say Abramovich is a good businessman, but he takes care of his business. He takes care of the club. Do you know what I'm saying?
But I
To
mean,
make
in the sense
sure
of they're not into football. Like they've got, what do they own? LA Rams or something like that. They're into
I know
American
what you're saying.
football.
They're not into
this thing. They just
But Abramovich actually used to go to the games.
Games,
and things like
exactly.
that, and
them man are not
you see
into
other
football,
owners
bro.
at games. I swear they've never been to the games and all of that.
I don't know. I'm not sure if they haven't, but they probably
Shit
have.
like
But
that.
in terms of, they're just good businessmen. They don't care about Arsenal, and they own us, unfortunately. And they're
That's
making
what it is,
the dough. And I think they're taking meals out every year from the. They're making dough,
Of
like.
course they are, man.
You know what I mean? So unfortunately,
they're
we're in this,
milking it, bruv. And man's buying the shirts as well, like fools. You see them ones, like
Do we ever
me
change?
myself. I'm doing it. You
No,
know
but
what I'm saying?
you have
Like,
to though. You got to represent
yeah, of
whether your
course.
team's losing or
from
winning.
a
Bro.
youth man's been rocking them Arsenal tops.
Come
Do you know
on,
what I'm saying? Like,
Come on, G. That's what I'm saying. But I think right now with Arsenal, it's a thing where it's like. I think supporters have just got to get on with it because if the owners are in there and not putting money in, what were you crying about?
Yeah. So what are you saying about next season then? What do you think? What do you think the turnout's going to be? Bro, West Ham is finishing above us this season, bro.
I'm so happy about that though. Do you know why I'm so happy about that? Because it's a little bit of a knock on the door to go.
Yeah, a little bit of
What's
wake up
going on
call.
here?
Yeah.
What are we doing? You got players like Aubameyang that scored 36 goals in the Bundesliga. Come here, won the Golden Boot, scored 22, and scored. Like players that could actually give you goals.
He was doing stuff at first.
Doing stuff, and then now we're doing.
Even up until, let's be real, even up until, obviously, we won the FA Cup last year.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Even like, so I was kind of excited, like, right, all right, this team's looking all right. We won the FA Cup. I remember that a few weeks before that, we beat Man City, Liverpool, we beat Chelsea in the final. I think might have beat Man U as well, if I'm right. So I'm thinking, right, this season's going to be all right, you know?
Do you know is though
this
with Arsenal,
season's been mad.
I don't get excited about beating the big teams, bro, because the Prem's so competitive. It's like I just think Arsenal have got
no, but it's more competitive now. I could see it going this way, like however long ago, and I was like, it's gonna be better because
I just
you know
don't
what I'm saying. There's more like for example, tomorrow, the last day of the season.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of fighting for something, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Some sort of position.
What are we fighting for though?
No, we're
clowns.
Yeah. We're not joking still.
Even next season, I'm just.
It just makes it more competitive within the top 10, let's say, or whatever.
True. I don't even. Next season, bro, I'm screaming. I'm watching the Euros after this. I just take it as it comes, bro. You can't be too thingy. Man, have been disappointed.
What do you reckon about
years.
the Euros? How's England gonna do, man?
I don't know, man. We got a good squad, bro. Got a good squad. Yeah, we got a good squad, man. So
got a good squad in it. What do you reckon? Is Saka in it?
I'm not sure, but I know we've got ballers, man. Foden, man. I don't even know if these. I know Foden. I think Foden and Man are in it, but we've got a good squad. Can they all play together and get results? If it's what it looks like on paper, we could do well. But who knows, bro?
What other European teams are doing their thing right now, though? Belgium ranked number one or some shit.
Belgium are good. Obviously, you got Portugal, all right. Who else have you got? Croatia done well in the World Cup.
We're going to mess up to some idiot team.
France, obviously, are good.
Yeah.
Germany, but they had a nightmare. I think they got beat
I think they're having a
stinker.
A nightmare still.
Nightmare. Euros are going to be lit though, especially man said having a nightmare. Literally. But yeah, next season, man. I just put my top on, bro.
That's
and represent, bro.
Next season, you know what I'm saying? It's like new season. Let's see what happens. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Literally.
no, like you said, Pepe and them, man. Hope like Pepe, Sanchez, not Sanchez. What's his name?
Imagine we had Sanchez still, bro.
Sanchez, you know.
Alexis Sanchez, baby.
Pepe.
I like Pepe, but
Saka,
I think Pepe
Smith Rowe
is on a time limit though in terms of he needs to be a threat, bro.
This season, he needs to show out.
I've seen his stats now. He's got a couple of goals in that season, but I'll be honest.
Yeah. No, he ain't done what he ain't done that.
Especially if we're talking Arsenal Football Club.
He ain't done £72 million of work yet. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know everyone gets onto him about the price tag.
This season coming, that last game he played,
Crystal Palace.
Yeah, he was going on with things. Keep that same energy.
Yeah, hopefully you can
throughout the whole of next season. Otherwise, keep it moving.
Do you know one thing I will say though, before we move on from Arsenal is forget 72 mil. If you're playing on a wing, got to be delivering. I don't care if you're 50
yeah,
mil, 100
100%.
mil. Arsenal Football Club, this is what we've become. It's like, do you know what I mean?
It's terrible, bro.
Terrible, bro. I'm telling you. Trust me.
So, boom, you mentioned obviously you do boxing yourself, bro. So, what are you saying about this boxing thing, bro?
Boxing is mad. Obviously, I just see you see the Fury and AJ thing. Obviously, the thing.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. What's going on with all of that? And
I think in the back of my mind, I was waiting for it to get confirmed because I was thinking, is Wilder really going to step aside after he got thrown about?
I ain't gonna lie. I forgot about his whole thing. I forgot about that there was a third fight in the contract and So,
no, see, I knew all of that, but they was talking about he's taking step aside money, and I was thinking, I didn't know. I thought Wilder had a bit of. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he wouldn't do that.
And after what happened, let's not forget the second fight. He can even say this. He did get thrown about. Let's be honest. Fury was just throwing him about. From the Wilder we know, he was getting thrown about.
Even when they're talking conspiracies about man put a thing in their glove, I'm watching it thinking, right, did he? Because he mashed him up. Yeah. You see, like after them couple of bangs and that, like he
mashed him up, man.
Disorientated.
No one's ever seen Wilder in that state.
Do you know?
So, but you know what's crazy? I've been seeing him train and that, but I don't know. Fury's a better boxer in it, and Wilder's naturally gifted in terms of power.
Did they say? I see something. They said that July 14th.
Yeah, I just see that as well. And then they're trying to make AJ and Fury end of the year.
Push it on a little bit. Yeah.
Smart.
That,
I don't know, but who knows, bro? Imagine Wilder comes back and he's slick.
Imagine he comes back and just mashed Fury up, and then it's a Wilder and an AJ thing. Yeah. Back to that.
Who are you calling from Wilder Fury 3? So this fight.
I don't think I know, you know.
I think, if I'm honest, what Fury done to him the second time.
I can call it.
After what Fury done to him.
Yeah. Because he could come back on a mad thing. Because man, listen, this is what the thing is. He's capable.
Yeah, he's got the
fully
one punch
capable
power
of doing these things. So, like,
and he's big like him, and he's tall and athletic.
For example, if there are 10 fights, Fury ain't gonna win every one. There's gonna be one of them fights where my man knocks him out. Like remember the first fight he laid him out.
Yeah, but he was at the ring for a while.
Fury had to get up like the Undertaker and all of that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like he can do his thing.
He's got a puncher's chance, 100%. He's got a puncher's chance.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I just think Fury...
is Fury going to dance around him again and be able to hit him with them couple of blows that's going to put him down? Or is he clocked my man's thing, style and all of that now, and he's coming back on a next thing? Because that's what it's all about, studying man's whole thing, isn't it? You fought man twice. On the third time now, you're going to be coming back with... If you ain't coming back on some... You know what I'm saying? More of an intellectual...
The only thing about Wilder I would say is that, yeah, he's got a puncher's chance, which is a big deal because they're heavyweights. And Fury came forward the second fight, and in the first fight he was on the back foot. But I don't know. Fury's a better boxer, so for me, I'm always going to lean more to Fury. But I know Wilder can knock him out, so that's why it's such an interesting fight, bro.
That's why I say I don't know, because I think it could just go any way. So what about on the AJ and Fury thing?
So, bro, such a good fight because Fury, we all know, is a better boxer, better lateral movement, but Joshua's worked on his craft, and he's one of them people, I don't know him, but from what I see is that he knows what he's good at and not good at, and he works on what he's good at. Do you know what I mean? And even what he's not good at, he's working. So if he breaks Fury down, it sounds easy, but like if he can break Fury down, he's so powerful that he can touch him and it's all over. But I don't know, man. Fury's a good boxer. He's been in there with big Klitschko. Well, you know what I mean? So it's like I'll be honest, I'm 50-50 with that fight. I'll be real. Yeah. I'm 50-50.
You say you're 50-50 on that one.
Because I don't want to be like...
I'm 50-50 on the Wilder and Fury. You're 50-50 on Fury and AJ, yeah?
Because obviously AJ can knock him out, yeah? But in terms of boxing... We all know Fury's a better boxer than
he can
Joshua.
Dance around, man, and just
and he's 6'9", got the
mad.
feet.
Yeah,
like
the tall thing's mad.
You know what I mean? It's not like, and remember, punching up's hard and then punching down, so it's gonna be a test for Joshua. But obviously he's diligent, and I think I don't know, bro. 50-50
so
fight.
50, you think it's 50-50 fight, but who do you want to win?
I'm a supporter of both. If I'm honest, no, real talk. Like I support Joshua, I support Fury. So I respect them both for what they've done, and I don't know, man. I don't know. I think best man wins on the night, bro. You know, obviously, Fury Wilder, I want Fury to win because he's a country man. Do you know what I mean? But you know, if Wilder comes back and wins, that would be impressive.
So what about like you said, Wilder come back and wins? What about Wilder and Joshua then?
Yeah, before, even though Styles make fights and Joshua and Wilder's different, I don't know. That'd be a very interesting fight because Joshua's heavy-handed, Wilder's heavy-handed.
It's like two lumps.
But Joshua, I
going at it, you know
think,
what I'm saying?
he's a better boxer. He's become much more a better boxer than Wilder.
Yeah.
So I think he's much more tidier.
Do you know what? Can Joshua take a bang though? Ruiz laid him out.
I don't think he's got a
Can he
Holyfield
take one of
chin.
them Wilder bangs or one of them bangs that Fury gave Wilder? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think he's got like a granite Holyfield chin, but I think he can eliminate. Hopefully he could eliminate Wilder's right hand.
Yeah.
Then he can win. But if he gets, I think if anyone gets touched with that, it's all over, bro. It's not night. But then if Joshua touches Wilder, it's not night. This is the thing. And I think Joshua's a better boxer, so, bro, interesting fights, man. Do you know what I mean? So,
most definitely.
Mad.
So where can people find your music and that, man? Where can people find your music, videos?
So YouTube, SMOOTHVEE, SMOOTHVEE. People asking, what does smoothie mean? Like I said earlier, it's something valuable. That's why I just dropped the EP, you know what I mean?
You're saying you're not talking about a drink.
I'm not talking about the IE drink, you know what I mean? We're talking about smoothie because man was smooth kid. I'm a big man. I can't be naming myself that. And then smooth criminal kids. And that. Man said, your text should be smooth criminal. What, when we go where? We ain't going nowhere, bro. Especially from around here, bro. You know what I mean? But yeah, so Apple Music, all digital platforms, SMOOTHVEE, YouTube, my Instagram, smoothie_UK, Twitter @smoothie, Facebook, SMOOTHVEE artist page, midday, you know?
Don't know, fam.
Come on, brother.
Fam, blessed for coming through.
Blessings, bro. Love, man. Love for having me. Trust me.
Come on, man.
Always legendary.
All of that.
Yeah, no, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
After we drop the new stuff, we come back and we reason.
Yeah. Because you got the new stuff coming. You
New
get me
stuff ready.
Tell the people if there's new stuff.
So I got I'm not saying too much, but Calm Before the Storm.
No dates.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the name though? Yeah.
No. We're just saying Calm Before the Storm.
I thought I had an exclusive.
Yeah. Exclusive, little pun. No, I got a couple EPs there, but I'm sure every artist that obviously we've all experienced COVID, so I have to take a few steps back to go forward, like all of us.
Things to get back to normal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So get back out there. You're gonna see a lot more shows. You're gonna see a lot more music. Because like you said earlier,
the shows as well. That's what man didn't even touch on. But
we didn't even touch on that.
Yeah. No, the shows. That's what I'm saying. Like back to working hard, bro. You get me? Like I see man putting on his own shows.
Yeah.
Like wherever he can. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's about the self-sustainable thing. Like
Defo.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like bro, all right, what I could do. Just putting something together, chucking something together. That's the creative thing again.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Just wanted to touch on that.
No, big up, man.
Go, you get me?
No, of course, yeah, but
that was something that I liked from you as well. That I see you doing.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? That's a proper thing, bro.
You're gonna see more of that, man. Obviously, COVID and a madness, but we're bouncing back, man. You're gonna see. We just got to package things right. A lot more music coming. Stay tuned, bro. You know what I mean?
Don't know, fam.
Don't know, bro.
Again, blessed for coming through,
always,
bro.
brother. Love, man. Big up. Big up.
Brother.
Legendary. E14 Promotions. You know what I mean? Just shoot you guys.
Bless.